The third hobby I have is reading novels, as I told you. And I talked about this. So these are basically my hobbies. Yes? Okay.
Yeah, next.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
My name is Sejal. My first question is, what is the most famous place in your Argentina country where people come from far away and wide?
The most famous place in Argentina? This is your
Yes.
question? Yes. All right. I would say the most, if you Google Argentina, the first thing you will see is Buenos Aires, which is the capital city. It's a very huge city and very cosmopolitan city, full of very interesting things to see. It's beautiful. I lived there a long time ago. I lived there for 3 years, and it's a very interesting city full of culture and things to see and things to do, a lot of fun activities. And I think this is the best known city. But Argentina has incredible landscapes. It has glaciers, it has snow, it has, as I told you, mountains, rivers, beaches, wonderful beaches, a little cold for my taste, but great landscapes to enjoy. So I would say there are so many things. If you like, I don't know, skiing, you can go skiing. If you like, I don't know, bathing in the beach, you can go to the beaches. It has long beaches and very wide. And mountains are wonderful because we have the Andes. The Andes, it's a chain of mountains, which are the biggest, one of the biggest in the world. So the Andes are impressive. We have the Iguazu Falls, which are a big, huge falls of water, where waters fall, as the word says, and it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. So Argentina is, wow, incredible country to visit, and people, when they come here, they cannot know the country in one trip, because it's impossible. It's so huge that, and full of things to do, that it wouldn't, you have to travel here, I don't know, 3 months to know it all. But the north is very different from the south, and the east is very different from the west, and so it's incredible. But I would say that one of the icons of the country is Buenos Aires. Yes.
Great.
Hello,
Yes,
ma'am.
next
My
question.
name is
Hello, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. My name is. Can
One
you
by
hear
one,
me?
please.
Of course, I can hear you all, but if you ask one by one, I'll try to be shorter so I can answer all the questions. Yes?
Yes, Aniket.
Yeah.
Namaste, ma'am.
Aniket, would you like to ask?
Aniket,
yes, sir.
Yes.
yes, ask your question.
Hello, ma'am. Myself Aniket. I would like to ask you, which is your favorite dish, food dish?
My favorite dish, oh, eating is a problem. I love eating, but I had to start. I went on a diet some years ago, and I lost a lot of weight. And because it's not healthy to be overweight, so I have to take care of my food. But my favorite dish as an Italian descendant is pasta, definitely. Yes, I'm for pastas. But if you ask an Argentine what his or her favorite dish is, they would say asado. Do you know what asado is? Asado is grilled meat, and we make a fuss out of it. We love asados because here in Argentina there is very good meat, cow meat. And I know this is prohibited in certain parts of the world, or it's not okay, but for us, I'm not into meat a lot. Personally, I'm not a fan of it. And in my house, my daughter is vegetarian, so we are not eating a lot of meat. But people here are crazy about meat. And so if you Google Argentinian food, you will find instantly asado, because it's a family thing. We meet on Sundays to eat asado, and asado is cooked during many hours. So people go and drink and talk and make a fuss. Yeah, so it's a cultural thing. But if you ask me, pastas is the best, because here there is a lot of variety of pastas. Yes,
Great.
that's my favorite dish.
Disha.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
My name is Mansi.
Yes.
कोण विचारते? I
Yes.
ask her.
Yes, Manasi, come on.
Mansi,
Okay.
are you asking?
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue.
Hi, ma'am. Myself Mansi, and now that's a Corona time, is Corona period, and our home is stuck in lockdown. But and I asked to you how to handle in your family once your routine in lockdown period. So please tell me.
Let me see if I understood. You asked me about the lockdown, right? And about my family? This is a question? Yes, how we
Yes,
cope with it, how we manage?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Yes, at the beginning it was a little crazy because we were not used to being together all day long. Imagine, from I work long hours and my husband work long hours, and so in one day we were together here all the time. So we were like, this is my space and this is my space. But it was, as I told you before, it was great, a great learning experience, because what we do is we get up a little later than usual. We get up at 6 every day usually, but in lockdown we started to get up at 8 because many people were not up to that moment. And the hardest thing for me was to sit in front of my computer many hours. Yes, because with the classes and students, and also then, as I told you, I'm a principal at school, so we have to work on many other stuff related to school. And so at the beginning it was very hard to get used, and also to say, well, I ended up working, I disconnect my computer and I do something else. Yes. But in general, it was great. My family coped very well. Thank God we don't have any people sick. My parents are not sick. My mother-in-law, who's still living, is not sick. And we take care of another person, old man, who is a member of the family. He's not sick either. And we are okay. So we are fine. And I'm very happy for it. I feel very sad when I cannot help my students. Many of my students are struggling with their lockdown. And sometimes it feels very terrible not to help, not to be able to help. But it has its good parts and its bad parts. The good part is that it was a great learning experience in technology, in family, in everything. To value family a little more and to value your affections a little more. Yes? I don't know if I answer your question, Nancy.
Hi, madam. Myself,
Hi.
hi, ma'am. I
And
want to ask.
Allow other students also to ask the questions. If you have asked one, then at least others have the opportunity. Okay. And now, Tejal.
Hi, ma'am. I would like to ask you about which activities do you take in your school?
Activities in the sense which I do or students do?
Actually, you conduct.
Sorry?
The activities you conduct in your school.
Ah, duties. Oof, I have a lot. My school is very big for the schools, the kind of schools we have in Argentina. I mean, in the city, the schools are almost, in general, they have 500, 600, 700 students, and my school has 1,800. That is like two schools in one. And also the difference of my school with the others is that we have a group of students going in the morning, a group of students going at night, and two groups of students going in the afternoon in two buildings. So it's very complicated to understand, but it's like that because of the history of the school. It's a very old school, and so it makes it very. My school starts at 7 in the morning and finishes at 11 in the evening at night.
My God.
So it's a long way to go. Of course, I don't work from 7 to 11, but I have to be present from 7 to 11. That is, I work more or less 10 hours at school, inside the school. But then when I come home, I'm with my phone all the time because the vice principals call me, or because the school goes on. And so my duties are a lot, not only pedagogical, that is to plan with the teachers, all the plans we do. We teachers plan a lot, what to teach you and what to do or not to do, or to evaluate, but also administrative duties, because it's a public school, it's a school run by the government, and so we have to, principals have to take care of money, of the buildings, of painting the building, or I don't know, repairing things. And also the difficulties students have, because there are many students who have different problems, like at home with their families, or economic problems. So we help them, and this is part of our job too. It's very hard sometimes, but very rewarding. I know that helping and being in education is a way of making our world a little better, because if we get more educated people, we have more tools for life. So I'm happy to do it. Sometimes it's very hard, believe me. Suppose if at 10:30 at night they call me that there is a problem, have to drop everything at home and go, yes, and drive to school and be there. But well, that's my job. I knew I had to do that, and I took the challenge, and it's very nice to do it. Yes.
Yes.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Hello, ma'am.
Myself.
Abha.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Abha. Which book is your inspirational, and who is your idol or inspirational person?
Books that I inspiring. This is
Yes.
what you asked.
Who is
Sorry.
your idol? Who inspired you? Who is your inspiration?
Who? Haha. Who? I would say that, well, the one I mentioned, this author I mentioned, Isabel Allende, is one of my inspirations. And also there is another man, Umberto Eco, is an Italian author. He's he wrote a novel I love, which is The Name of the Rose. It's a very old novel. I recommend you reading it. And he's a philosopher. And also I read a lot from him. He's Italian. Remember, I love Italy.
Yeah.
Yes, but apart from that, he has a broad vision of the world, and also on education and on writing, something that he wrote on writing too. So I read him on that sense, and so he is one of my inspirations. I would say that many people are my inspirations, but I would mention him as a whole thing. Yes, I
Yes,
love him.
Radhika.
Hi,
Humberto Eco.
hi,
Radhika.
ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi,
Hello,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, Radhika, ask
Hello,
your
ma'am.
question.
Raika, yes.
Hello, hello, ma'am. Myself, Radhika. My question is, what thing you like about India?
Ah, India. I would love to go there. You know, let me tell you, if our images of India are the true, because sometimes we have images of countries and they are not true. That's why I want to go to see if they are true. But our image of India, well, in fact, I will try to tell you my image before meeting Arvind, because Arvind and I talked a lot about India and their habits, and we asked questions, and it's great when you meet people. But we believe that India is a very crowded country full of people, yes, and that in a way that uh, is a mixture of people, shops, and our image is crowded, crowded. Is it true?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay. So I love that. I love crowded places. I don't like being isolated. I'm a social person. I need people. So that's why lockdown was kind of difficult. Yes, I miss people. I want to be with people. So I would love to see India. And then I think that I would love to see um, the different buildings you have. I'm sorry if I don't use the right words. The churches, I don't know if they are called churches. I'm sorry if I, but and also Arvind showed me one day about celebrations you have.
Okay.
And remember, Arvind, you showed me that your wife and your family were drawing some things.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
and so I would love that because I like meeting people, not just buildings or things. I want to see what those things mean. I want to eat your food. I know it's spicy.
Yeah.
Something else that we know here, spicy food is okay, but not that spicy. I remember when we ate in the United States Indian food, another teacher there, Sujata,
Sujata.
cooked for us, but she said I didn't put any spice, and I was, oh my god, it was spicy. But as Sujata said, I didn't put any, and I said, oh my god, what would have happened if she had put spices? So I would love to go to India because for us it's people, spicy food, colorful things, and a lot of, I don't know, people and animals we I would love to see an elephant, for example, not in a zoo because I feel very sad when I see them in a zoo. And so, for example, that those things, and of course this is what I would love to.
Definitely we will find a chance, an opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Vedant?
Yes.
Hi, ma'am. I am Vedant. You said that you love drama. Can you see any Indian film?
Indian films, yes. There was this Slumdog Millionaire, which I think you were very famous for. And unfortunately, Indian cinema is not that spread in the world. I think that it was a great movie to show that that India exists and that it can be more than people, as I was telling you. Sometimes we misjudge countries, or we think because these countries like this, they cannot make good things. It happens to us too, to South Americans. Many people think that in South America there are just cows and people with ponchos dancing around fire, and this is not true. Yes, and so I was very happy when I saw that movie, because it showed the world that there could be great movies. Unfortunately, it's not that spread. I'm trying to see movies from around the different countries, except the United States, because Americans try to put their own culture into us. Right. And so it's important to see movies from different countries, and India is one of them. Yeah, but I saw that movie.
Vinay Karate. Vinay, are you there? Mahesh Rinde.
Hi, ma'am. My name is Mahesh.
Yes.
What is your favorite thing about your career?
About my career, my favorite thing. I'll tell you a story if you allow me. In fact, when I finished secondary school and I had to decide what to do, what to study, I said, I don't know what to study, but there is one thing I have very clear in my mind. I said, I don't want to be a teacher. And so I studied to be an English translator. So I studied English, but as a translator, because I dreamt about translating for important people in United Nations, in this and that. But when I finished that career, those studies, I realized there was something I didn't like doing. It was translating. So that was crazy, because I'm a social person. A translator's job is very lonely job. You are there with translating alone in the world, no people. So one school called me to teach one class, to substitute the teacher for one day. I was very young, and I said, okay, yes, I'll go. And when I was in the classroom, I said, this is what I want to do. I want to be a teacher. So what I did, I was married already at that time, and I already had my eldest daughter. And I said, I'm going to start studying to be a teacher. And it was the best thing I could do, because I love being a teacher. Don't ask me exactly what is it that I love, but I love this, sharing with people, laughing with my students, sometimes telling them off because I have to tell them off. Or I love being with my students, getting to know them, helping them, and they help me too, because they teach me things. Taty, you have to do this, and then, and don't do this. Or it's a lot of fun. I teach little kids too, and I teach adults, and I teach teenagers, and it's great. I love the classroom. It's my place in the world, and I love school. So I love everything about my career. The only thing I don't like is my salary. Because teachers, Arvind, is the same thing around the world.
Yes.
Teachers don't make a lot of money. If you are going to be a teacher, you are not going to be rich unless you inherit things from an aunt or an uncle, but it's not my case. Right. But you are happy. I'm very happy with my job, and this is rewarding.
Of course.
The get up and be happy is the best thing that you can do. So I love being a teacher. Everything. I love everything about it.
I think the list of the questions will not stop, but we will just reverse the thing. And now you should ask the questions to the students so that they will speak something.
Yes, perfect. I love that. This is my job. Okay. Well, anybody who wants to answer, tell me something you love and something you don't like about school.
About?
School and studying. Something first, something you like.
Okay.
3 or 4 can speak.
Yes,
Yes.
I like my. I like about school that we can make many friends in the school, and also we can we can teacher thoughts in the surrounding that makes means in the surrounding that all means my all the classmates are teaching, and I also got taught by the teacher this these things I love more than the online classes.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, who agrees with your classmate? Who agrees with him, or who wants to say another thing? Nancy? Sorry if I don't say the names right. Yes?
I like my school. I tells me you I like my school. I like my school, my school programs, many school programs in dancing and dramas, many school programs. I like it.
Great. Another person
Ishita.
who wants to share? Yes,
Hello, ma'am.
Prachetta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. I also like to teaching the teacher and hello.
Yeah.
I also like to um, eating my friend's tiffin because she's very very uh, delicious food. Delicious food. This there is she's make a delicious food, and I make a very delicious food in lockdown period, and I share with my friends in school, and I waiting for the open the school. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, well, friends are very powerful at school. You make friends for life. Yes? Okay, and food too. Another person who wants to share
Vishakha.
what
So
Yes.
the thing,
Maria?
Vishakha.
Huh. Uh, uh, our school, my school is not like a typical school. Means only to read, only to read. My school is like a dream school. In our school, um, in our school, we play with our teachers, our principals, and also dance with us. And so I love my school.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It sounds like a lot of fun. That's great. School should
For
be
me, it's
fun.
like a dream school.
Great. That's
Janvi.
great.
Actually, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Janvi, and my parents are my parents both are teachers. So in India, in our culture, teacher is like a god for us. So we treat them as a god. And in my school, there were a zoo and a lot of animals like peacock, crocodile, and ducks. So and we have a lot of statues in our school, and also our teacher enjoy uh, we enjoy with our teacher, especially with Pawar sir, because Pawar sir shares lot of things with us. And the thing which I hate most about school that uh, school have a same time, just we have to go at 11 a.m. every day. So I think school don't have a time limit, so I want to live in school full day. I want to live my full life in the school, inside the school, in the classroom.
Mm.
Great. We should, Arvind, we should do something about that. Yes. I wish we could change things. Yes.
Yes.
Very nice, Janet. Very nice what you say.
Shreya.
Hello. Our
I would like to tell the most beautiful thing in our school is that our school takes a lots of activities, and we celebrate a lot of days in our school and programs. We also teach to students as a teacher in at the time of Teachers Day, and we enjoy a lot with our friends and teachers. So I like my school a lot, and we enjoy a lot. Thank you.
Good. Good. Thank you. Someone else wants to share? Yes. Pragati, is it okay?
Yes, I love my school because I like to participate in all activities, which is means especially which activities Pawar sir conducts in our class. So I love my school, and also my favorite teacher is Pawar sir. So I participate in all activities which sir conduct in our school.
Yes, good. So it seems that friends and choices of studies and having fun at school is one of the most popular things. How about what you don't like? What is it, something that or instead of saying I don't like, it's something I would like to change about school? Something you would like to change? What do you think about that?
Unmute yourself and just start speaking.
Yes.
Anybody?
Or it's perfect. Maybe school is perfect and you don't need to change anything. That's great. Wow, I love this. That's great. Arvind, we don't need to change.
Yeah, I'm
Hello,
happy
ma'am.
for that.
Yeah, okay.
Hello,
Yes,
ma'am.
Aditi? Is it okay?
I thought that my school is very beautiful, and I don't want to change it. I want to still is as it is, and I fully enjoy in my school, and I miss my school very much in lockdown period. My friends, my teachers, and all of us.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And how are you missing school? Are you missing school in these days during lockdown? Yes?
Yes.
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 It's not the
Yes.
same to be in Zoom, right?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
you know that one of the things that in some time ago, some years ago, when computers became to be so popular, people started to say, oh, so one day computers will replace teachers or schools. And I don't think this pandemic is showing us that it won't. Though we have technology that is helping us a lot, you will never compare the experience of being at school. And it's the same as teachers and for us, for all of us. Yes? Okay,
Yes.
one more question. Do I have time for one more question, Arvind? What do you think?
Yes,
We have 5 minutes.
Yeah, we have last 5 minutes now.
Okay, so if you had to tell an Argentinian student something about India or something about your culture, something very brief, what would you say?
Yes.
Come
Yes.
on.
I would like to tell about India. If you want to visit India, uh, you can you can enjoy many things in India, like if you want to enjoy ice ice falling like that place, like that you can visit Kashmir. If you like to visit, if you like to went to desert, you can visit Rajasthan. If you like, if you like to went places like rivers and hills, big hills, you can visit Maharashtra, in the Konkan region, in the Maharashtra, also Assam, Manipur. If you want to see the cultures, you can visit Kolkata and like that places. There are many famous. If you want to visit beaches, you can visit Goa, like places means there are many places which is located in India.
Great. I have to go. I have to go. Yes. Something else? Yes. Janabi or yes?
Ushali?
Ah, sorry. I said.
Yes. Hello, ma'am. You told us that you love spicy food. There are many varieties in food in India, and you also love them. If anytime you visit in India, you like the India's food most, and thank you.
Thank you. I will try to do that.
Vishakha?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw your hand is raised, and so I took your name. If you wanted to share something, actually, if you want to tell about India to Taty.
Also, can I something?
I tell about India, please.
Yes, yes, Shraddha.
In there are many festivals are celebrated in India, and which are them Diwali, Dasara, and so many are festival are celebrated in India.
Great.
Okay. She was
I would
just
love
speaking
it.
about the festivals. Yes.
Sir, I can
Can I
ask
add
a
something?
question.
No, not questions
Can
now.
can I add something?
No, no, no. Just new people, please.
Sir,
No question, Tanushri. You can just tell, you can answer her question. She asked you.
sir, I want to learn
Yeah, Tanushri?
I want to learn from her some Spanish words.
Spanish words. Okay, she will take a
Yes.
class. One day. Yes.
Maybe we can meet, Arvind, we can meet another day to have a Spanish lesson.
Yes, yes.
That wouldn't be a problem at all. At least to say hola and those things. Yes.
This is just the beginning. Just we can say,
Of
and
course.
I'll definitely actually take your time, Taty, because I am just watching my students. They are very interested to talk to you, and maybe again you have to actually spare time for us. Definitely.
Well, listen, Sundays are a great day to sit and do. I know it also you have to arrange your own schedule, of course, but I'm open for that. I have no problem. Love this experience. I see that we have less than a minute in this session, but I want to tell you, I want to thank you a lot because you've been great. You are a wonderful group of students. Thank you for listening to me so attentively. Thank you for asking me beautiful questions. Of course, we can do this again whenever you want. You just arrange and we keep speaking. I have no problem.